Hi everybody, welcome to my next makeup tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a glitter eye smoky look, which is great for going out for a party or, well, anytime you just want to sparkle. So let's get into it. Right now I'm applying my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I'm going to blend it in with my Beauty Blender by dabbing it into my skin. My Beauty Blender is not damp. This is one that you can use dry. You can use it dry or damp, but I prefer dry. So that's what we're doing. We're just going all over my face, covering up my redness. And getting under my eyes. I have dark circles today. I'm very tired. And I apologize if the lighting is a little off throughout this video. The sun was setting, so I apologize, but that's okay. Alright, so we're just continuing to blend our foundation into our face, covering all of our blemishes and redness away. Okay. Next, we are going to move on to our eyebrows. And we are using the Profusion palette for eyebrows, same one I used in my previous video. Again, we're using the brow primer mixed with the light brown color with our angled brow brush, and we're just going to fill in my brows. I don't do really anything too crazy with my brows. I do like my natural shape of my eyebrows, so I just fill in, you know, the kind of bald spots that we all really kind of have. And again, just by emphasizing your eyebrows, it does frame your eyes and actually frames your face really well. So I do think that, you know, doing your eyebrows is very important, but, you know, you don't have to get too carried away with it. You can just fill them in. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm starting with the thicker part of my eyebrow, kind of going out to the thinner parts, just filling them in. Alright, now we're going in with the Profusion Highlight and Contour Palette, my favorite. We're going to use the Warm Sculpt to go ahead and sculpt our face, contour our face. I'm going to use the tip of my Beauty Blender, which currently is covered in highlighter. I need to wash my Beauty Blender next. Very important to keep your beauty blenders clean, ladies. Okay, so I'm going into the hollows of my cheeks, just adding a bit of contour there. I don't go crazy with my contour. I know some people do, and that's awesome, but it's just not something that I do. So I just kind of go into the hollows of my cheeks, emphasizing my cheekbones, and then under the chin, which kind of gives you a bit of a chiseled out chin look, just a little bit. Going all the way under a little bit, just blending it. Use my fingers at times. Alright, we're blending. And we're starting up at the ear and working our way down to the chin. Again, just kind of blending. My strap kept falling down, so I apologize. Alright. Okay. And now we are going to grab our bronzer to kind of match my face with my body. I haven't tanned in a couple days, so I'm not as dark, but my face is definitely too light for my body. So I'm going to take my bronzer again. It's the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and the color is number 27, Sundance. This is by far my favorite bronzer because, again, it's so light. I'm using my big fluffy Real Techniques brush. And my son wanted to come in and tell me something. And we're just going all over the face to bring some color to the face and match our face to our tan. Again, we're just going in with that all over our face. And again, because it is such a light bronzer, I kind of am going to town today. So yeah, I'm just kind of going to town, and I am blending it into my neck. Very important. With this bronzer, I go all the way down my neck, sometimes even onto my collarbones a little bit, just to make sure I'm perfectly blended. The last thing you want is a harsh line. So as you can see, I'm just blending it. And as you can see, you can still see my contour. So I'm not getting rid of my contour, it's still there. That's why I do the contour first and then the bronzer. It's just so that it makes everything easier. But really, you could do either way, but I like to do it first because then I can blend it into my face whenever I do my bronzer, if that makes any sense. Okay, so now as I dig for my next product here, now we're going to do the blush. And this is the Mixed Metals Profusion palette again that I used in my last video. These are some of my favorite products at the moment, so you'll see me using them a lot. And I'm using my other Real Techniques brush, the one that I use for blush. Just getting a little bit of blush on there, not a lot. And going on the highest parts of my cheekbones. There we go. Just blending it out. And blending it out. Putting it on the highest parts of my cheekbones. Getting me nice and rosy, but not overly blushed. Next, we're going to highlight. Again, we're going back in with my contour palette. We're using Opal Glow. And I'm going to use my Beauty Blender, the very tip of it. And I'm going to run the highlight down my nose and top of lip. And then on the high parts of my cheekbones once again. And I do, like I said, I do kind of blend this with my finger. I just like to make sure it's really nice and blended. Before you start your makeup, if you are going to use your hands, make sure they are clean. But your hands do carry a lot of bacteria, as do the beauty blenders, so that's why it's important to wash it. My beauty blender, I do wash it at least every couple times I use it, but it gets dirty pretty quickly with makeup. And here you can see I'm just going in. I noticed that I just needed to blend a little bit more. Alright, next we're going into the eyes finally. I'm using my NYX Glitter Primer. Guys, this stuff is amazing. I mean, you can use anything. You could use Shape Tape. You could use any kind of really eyeshadow primer. But this stuff is amazing because it is really sticky, which is what you need for loose glitter powder. You need something that's really going to stick. When I use this stuff, I hardly get any fallout from my glitter that I put on my eyes. There might be a little bit, but it's enough to where I can just sweep it off or dab it off with a tissue. So I really, really recommend this, especially if you're going to use glitter. Okay, next I'm going to show you the glitter that I used for my eyes. Here I'm just trying to find it. Alright, here's the glitter that I use. This is a kind of a pinkish glitter that I love. It's by NYX. And I'm showing you the number on the bottom. It's number 3. I found this at Target, at my local Super Target. It is a loose glitter. You have to be very careful so you don't get it everywhere. I pour some into my lid, just a little bit like that. Making sure I had enough there. Now we're going to use a flat eyeshadow brush. And that's me just making sure I had all my primer blended because it felt so sticky. Now we're just dabbing our brush into the glitter, and as you can see it picked up quite a bit. Now we're dabbing the glitter on. Do not rub it or it will all fall onto your face. Dab the glitter on top of that primer and look at how amazing that is just sticking to the primer. Like I said, this stuff is incredible, guys. I really recommend the NYX Glitter Primer. It is just, I have to have it. And if anybody knows me, you know I love glitter. I love sparkle. And unfortunately, a lot of shadows out there, you look at them in the palette and you think, wow, these are really glittery and shimmery, but then you put it on and you don't see that glitter, and it's because it falls off. So now I'm going in with more on my other lid. And this is really, really sparkly. It's, I guess, harder to see in the lighting than I'm using, but I will insert a clip at the end showing you just how sparkly this is. It's so perfect if you're going to like a party or maybe to a club. I mean, or again, I mean, I've used this just whenever I want to. So as you can see, it is a pinkish color, kind of a pinkish purple, really. You can use any color glitter that you want, but in this look, we're going for more of a pinky purpley type look. So as you can see, I'm just dabbing it, again, dabbing it on. And there's just barely any fallout on the corner, which I will get with a tissue. This glitter is also great because it comes off very easily. It doesn't just like stick to your face. Whenever you need to get it off, it just blows right off. So, okay, now we're gonna use this purple color right here in my, this is the Profusion palette from my last video, the Merlot Eyes. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush to go in and do our contour of our eye, doing a little bit on the outer corner towards the middle of the eye, just to give the crease a little bit of color, because the glitter on its own doesn't offer enough of a, you know, a crease. So I like to go in with this, it's like a plum purple color. And again, you don't have to use the Profusion line. This is just what I have. You can use any kind of, you know, more plum purple color that you want. And so I'm just going in with my fluffy brush onto the other eye again, and as you can see, I'm putting it mostly focusing on the outer corners, but going a little bit towards the middle. Not going all the way to the corner of the eye because it would darken the eye a little too much for my liking. And we're just going to finish our contour on our eye here. And I'm just showing you exactly where I go with my brush. Now everyone's eye shape is different, so you know, this is my eye shape, this is the contour that I feel looks best on my eye, but by all means adjust it to your own liking. This is me just kind of showing you what it looks like so far, and just adding a little more to that side. Next, we are going in with the NYX Professional Epic Ink Liner in black. This is a felt tip liner, and that's me just kind of brushing off the glitter. That's how easily it comes off. It just brushes off, and any that's left, honestly, it just kind of adds to your highlights, so it's okay. Okay, now this part's really hard because I'm literally using the camera as my mirror, but I'm trying to show you guys just the shape of how I do my wing liner. I did have to go in, and you'll see this in just a second, but I did have to go in with my mirror and, you know, fix it, because when I did this on camera it was a little wobbly, but I wanted to show you how I do it. So I kind of make like an outline and then I fill it in. So as you can see, and then I slowly line all the way to the corner very carefully. Now, this takes practice. It does take practice. Also, you might not like your wing as dark as me. Everybody is different, so adjust to your own liking. I prefer a deeper wing. I always have. So that's when you're going to see in this video. And this is me just fixing the line because it was a bit wobbly since I couldn't quite see fully in my camera. So again, this is me just fixing it, and you can see just how I try and line the corner of my wing with the corner of my eyebrow. That's a trick I learned from a makeup artist, and it does work, but only if you want to go for a pretty intense line. Now, if you just want a little wing, then don't go out that far. And I'm not claiming to be an expert or a professional. Once again, I just want to remind you guys of that. And that was me just showing you the tip of the liner. Guys, I gotta say, this is a great eyeliner as well. I mean, in case you can't tell, I love NYX. Not only is it inexpensive, but it's really high quality for the most part. I have yet to come across too many products from NYX that are not a great quality. Now I'm looking for my pencil liner. I'm grabbing my pencil liner for my waterline. I always use a pencil liner on my waterline because it is the only thing that sticks to the waterline. I do not recommend using a felt tip liner on the bottom. It is way too messy. So if you're going to line your waterline, use a pencil liner. I believe this was also from NYX. I have sharpened the heck out of it, so I couldn't really show you what it looked like, but it's just a pencil liner. You could really use any kind of pencil liner. I do recommend waterproof if possible, so that it doesn't come off. I believe this one is waterproof. So I'm going along my waterline, filling it in, giving me that smoky, more dark look versus my last video where I did more of a lighter kind of beachy sunlit look, because now we're doing more of a going out look. And again, I'm just kind of going in, making sure I didn't miss any spots, because sometimes I do. There's my son in the background playing on his phone. Okay, so now we're gonna curl the lashes with our crazy little eyelash curler. Just do one curl, just lift those lashes a little bit. And then we're gonna take our mascara. This one is by Wet n Wild Mega Volume. Again, I don't really care for this mascara, but I'm using it up, so bear with me. And I'm just applying a thin layer to my lashes here. And we are again going to be applying false lashes, so I'm applying this thin layer to top and bottom, and then I will be applying the false lashes with my eyelash glue. I don't have eyelash extensions. I do prefer the strip lashes because at night I like to really rub my eyes. And again, if you guys know anything about me, you know I have terrible allergies, so I'm constantly rubbing my eyes. There goes my dress falling down again. Alright, so now we're going on the bottom once again. And just add a little mascara on the bottom lash. I always do top and bottom. It just completes the look, honestly. Some people don't. I do. So, you do how you want to do it, but this is how I do it. And again, I won't apply my falsies on camera because it's so nitpicky. I need a mirror and total focus. So honestly, I would recommend going to another channel for an eyelash tutorial because I don't think I'm the best at putting on eyelashes. It takes me a minute, but you know what, that's okay. Alright, lashes are on, and look at the difference. I mean, this is why I love false lashes. But right now we're doing our lips, and I'm using my Profusion lipstick to add a little bit of color. I'm not going to go all the way with my lipstick. However, you could if you want to. It just depends on how dark of a lip you want. I didn't want to go too dark. I'm doing more of a pink color. So I'm doing the same thing I did in my last video. I'm using my Hard Candy Lip Plumping Gloss on top of my lipstick. And I'm just getting a nice pink color. And this color will fade as the night goes on. Honestly, you can also do more of a nude lip with this look if you'd like a light pink nude. That would also look gorgeous. But again, it's gonna depend on your skin tone. If you have darker skin, a different color may look better on you. If you have lighter skin, sometimes, you're gonna wanna add a little pop of color. So this is the completed look. I'm just kind of fixing my hair, kind of trying to show you here the finished product. And in this lighting, you can't really see just how glittery it is. But again, I will insert a clip showing you how glittery it came out. but I think it came out really great. This is one of my favorite looks, especially for, you know, going out or just being more dramatic. And that's it. This is me acting cute. Bye guys, I hope you enjoyed, and please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up.